Welcome back to the Tropical Update. It's Saturday, August 26th. I'm Tom. I'll be guiding you through the graphics tonight. Tonight we'll be talking about Harvey that made landfall in Texas as a Category 4 hurricane. It was near Port O'Connor that it made landfall. We'll also be talking about a low pressure area that's near Florida and where it's going to go in the next day or two. Our first graphic, Hurricane Harvey makes landfall as a Category 4, 130 plus mile an hour winds, and it did make landfall near Port O'Connor and near the Rockport area. They're expecting to have heavy rains and storm surge overnight. There's going to be a high tide somewhere around 6 a.m. in the morning, and that'll make the storm surge even worse. And this is the latest thing we've got in. This was midnight Eastern Standard Time. The winds were 130. The pressure was 938 millibars, and it was moving northwest at 7. Pretty much all day it was moving northwest at 10. So it has decided to slow down, and possibly soon it's going to stall before it gets very far inland. Next up, this is our new rainfall potential through Thursday, and they've upgraded that, and now locally there could be 40 plus inches of rain in that Corpus Christi area, a little bit north. So that's going to be a big factor in the next few days, getting rid of all that water. Next up is going to be the power outage potential, and as I was looking online, they're showing 70,000 people without power in the Corpus Christi area. So that's to be expected with that Cat 4. And here is our tracks, and you can see that it really doesn't go anywhere. They're expecting it to just meander around the coast for the next few days. And this shows a storm surge, and as I said, high tide will be somewhere around 6 or 6:15 in the morning, and when you add the high tide with the storm surge and waves, you really have a problem. And this is a picture I got of damage. There's very few pictures of damage because of taking photos at night, but this one shows a pretty good bit of damage, and this was near Rockport. Our next map up is showing that L over there near Florida, and that's just sort of a low pressure area that they expect to move northeast and go off into the Atlantic probably by tomorrow. Here's the tracks on it, and you can see it keeps it offshore, but it is going to be over the Gulf Stream, and there's a possibility that it could develop into something. We'll have to keep an eye on that for the next day or two. Our next graphic coming up is our tropical area, and for tomorrow actually, and they're showing that low in Florida already off the coast, and they're also showing a little wave in the middle of the Atlantic that we'll have to keep an eye on too. Well, thank you for tuning in. Wish I had more pictures for you and stuff, but we'll be gathering those tonight of any kind of damage and storm surge. So check back in, make sure you subscribe, and you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.